Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm at the Search Engine Strategies Conference in London with Rebecca Lieb, and we were talking about the importance of content, that a lot of site owners really don't understand that they're publishers. What did you mean by that?
Well, as an editor and somebody who publishes content every day, I realize the importance of having a content strategy, both in terms of keeping sites fresh, in encouraging repeat visitors, in encouraging search engine spiders to come and crawl your site more often.
So I'm a small to medium business. What kinds of stuff should I be doing in order to, increase content or get more traffic? What are some strategies for me?
Well, of course, it depends. The answer to everything in marketing is it depends, as well, you know.
Of course.
But it's creating content around the products or services that your website is designed to sell. That might be blogging, for example, but the interactive superhighway is littered with abandoned blogs, and that's because people don't stop and think, I'm starting to blog. What am I not only blogging about today or this week or this month, but what am I blogging about 6 months in the future? You've got to think the way an editor or a publisher thinks and develop a long-term strategy. It might be talking about your product line.
So how do you develop this kind of strategy?
You have to sit down and put pen to paper. When people want to write for us, I always say it's an ongoing gig. I want 8 to 10 ideas from you as to what you're going to write about, not just now, but in the future.
So if I were trying to develop, say, a year, I would sit down and write out ideas of what I could write about.
Absolutely.
And then over a period of time develop that.
Develop those ideas. You have to react to news in your industry, in your vertical, have an opinion, have a fresh point of view, or at least a point of view that you can express to your readers, your users, your visitors.
Okay. Now I suppose these could be articles on your site, content for your newsletter, both preferably. A blog.
You could feature a new product or service every week or every month to keep the site fresh and to keep visitors coming back, to give them a reason to come back. If it's a static billboard, they don't need to.
That's what I wanted to ask is, if I don't do this, what will happen to my site? And then the positives.
Well,
what are the negatives first?
If you don't do this, your site becomes what we used to rather pejoratively call in the beginning of the web era, brochureware. Remember brochureware?
I remember that. Actually, I'm one of those that believes in brochureware, but you need to keep expanding.
You can put something on top of that brochure to keep it a little vibrant, and it's certainly a lot cheaper than publishing that new brochure every 6 months to a year.
And I guess the problem is someone comes to the site and it looks like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Exactly. And this shows that you're contemporary, you're thinking, you're reacting. You're perhaps putting a new special up on the front page every day or week or month, and then explaining why it's special, why it's perhaps seasonal.
Okay. So the upside of keeping your site fresh, adding content, what are the advantages of doing that?
The advantages of doing that are encouraging visitors, encouraging click-through, encouraging pass-along. If you're very topical and fresh, somebody might tell a friend.
Okay. Now, does this help with search engine traffic as well, and how?
Absolutely. Search engines are looking for sites with freshly updated content. The more you update your content, the more they're going to visit you and spider your site, and the more potential you have for ranking higher in organic search rankings.
It's one of the parts of the algorithm we don't understand, but we know is there.
We know it's there.
And the more content you have over a period of time, you'll develop more. The more you have, the more pages there are they can come in on.
Particularly if you're writing about your area of specialization, your products, your interests, you're using those words, you're using the keywords and the key phrases that searchers are hopefully looking for, and you have to write with a thought for the language that they're using.
So when you write with keywords in mind.
Absolutely.
In your title, your subheads, as well as your
Although, write for the user first and foremost, and the search engines will follow, but put those optimized keywords and phrases up top, high in the copy, not low on the bottom of the page.
Well, thanks so much for sharing with us today. Tell me about you and your company, what you do.
I run the ClickZ network. We're 11 years old now almost. We like to call ourselves the largest and deepest site on interactive marketing and advertising on the web at www.clickz.com.
Okay, thanks so much for sharing with us. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.